We're gonna continue to the dog.
We'll be back.
He's an adult. Yeah, you'll be back okay.
We're not babysitters, remember that.
Well, you're not babysitter. Why are you talking to him?
I'm
Not babysitter.
You're trying to get somebody
Why are you trying to get alright?
I gave you a little bit. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
It's okay.
Does anyone have a leash for the dog?
I'm on
Yes,
leash.
I'm putting it on right now
Okay.
as we speak.
The
Thank
dog's
you.
in charge of me, actually.
Oh, okay.
Here, here, boo.
I still need that.
You guys
the
might
dog is
clear the path
watching
a
me.
bit, just for people getting to work.
We just did.
Like coming in this way.
Just did.
Hey, sir, we can have a bike rack here, please, for tomorrow. If it's not too much to ask
Actually,
you
that's
for.
something you gotta present.
Yeah,
to
we
City
need a
Hall.
bike
Yeah,
rack
we need
so
a
that
bike
we
rack,
can
please.
put
Can
it
you put it on
somewhere.
your list, please?
Yeah. I know there's one on that side.
It's too far.
That's too far. There actually are crippled people, and that's why they ride bikes. Because they can't walk that distance.
Absolutely.
That would be me.
What about right here on the
I
middle?
look
Do you
young
like
enough,
it?
but my back's bad.
What's
That's
that?
why I ride a bike.
Size right here.
Yeah, why so many of you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're
How are
afraid
you?
of us?
Well, not good for who's president,
A waste of taxpayers' money.
Ah, yes it is.
Yeah, you got the gloves ready, man?
They're
Great, great. Yeah, make sure to catch every
gonna try.
single
They're gonna
one.
try to
Every
find.
single thing they
They're
say
trying to
us.
find garbage so they can blame it on us, even though we keep it clean.
I didn't spray paint
Yeah.
that on the back of City Hall. I promise.
I did it.
Really this
One, two, three, cuatro. Bring it.
Actually, it's check
It'd be
out.
better to.
He's not ready to wake up yet.
Morning, bud. You doing alright?
Yeah, but they're also good.
If you wake them up,
Yeah, you should spend some time talking to him. But you will learn from
got
this
it.
stuff. He's super, super smart. He's like an artist and a writer.
That's awesome.
Unbelievable. So I would just let he needs to sleep. So just yeah, cool. He's okay. We take care of him. He's our family. So, yeah.
Sir.
Just come back later.
no reason to wake them up.
Don't wake him up. You gotta be quiet.
No reason to wake them up.
So, can I ask you just to give me a little bit more space? Sir?
Don't
Can you
need to.
please?
Sir, step
Step.
away from my officer. Please step away from my officer.
You're waking me up.
Sir? You can't be lying on the sidewalk right here.
Yes,
and
you
you're
can.
lying near the
Yeah.
intersection.
He's allowed to lie here. I can show you the
I
ordinance.
can give you the ordinance.
Sure, go ahead and grab it for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you can promise that you won't wake them up while I go
Don't
get
wake
the
our
ordinance.
people up. This
Can
is
you
our
hold this?
family. They
Watch
need
it
their
on,
sleep.
them for me while I go get the ordinance for them.
Well, you know,
It'll take me approximately 2 seconds as soon as I have this. Jesse, can you hold?
1,000.
Hold this. I got him.
1,000.
Well,
Here's
I
the
got to give
ordinance.
this to someone.
yeah, it would be really cool to let people sleep.
Want to smile for the camera?
We don't want to wake people up. We would
By California state law, if we are
I do.
sleep.
I want to see it.
Lying down on public sidewalks in designated city zones. No person shall lie down upon a public sidewalk or sidewalk curb in the following areas or districts: CC, CN, CB, CBD, RT. This is 9.5.011. Okay, where are we? Here's the map. This is PF. Church Street. Is this Church Street right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is PF, that's PA. They're allowed to sleep on the sidewalks, by the library, by the city, because this is designated. This is not commercial, this is not residential. Those are basically, or tourist residential. So we've got all those covers, that's why we sleep here. We are having a protest.
You are?
Yes, You see all the signs? Did you see all the signs out there?
Okay,
We are
so
protesting a right for people to sleep. And so, like, people like you don't wake people up. They need their sleep. They need at least 8 hours sleep.
what is laying in the middle of a sidewalk?
And they're not obstructing the sidewalk.
You got plenty of space.
Plenty of space to walk through.
Yeah, look at all the people standing.
Yeah, you do have 3 people on that
We're able to
row
walk
right
through.
there.
We can have 2 people here. Oh, 3 people here.
There is also a little known California law as of this spring that if a person is sleeping on a sidewalk near a street and asks you for shelter, you have got to take him to a shelter.
You're aware that the city and county of Santa Cruz are one of the most open-minded and giving counties in the country.
Not a great comment, guys.
No, it is not. We know for a fact it is not true. You are mistaken.
Pretty sure.
He has 1,000 chapters all over the world feeding people.
Yeah. So, let the man sleep. He's got a right like you. Might not be behind 4 walls and a roof, but
Look up.
you might be behind 4 walls. We're behind 4 walls out here. It's just a bigger house and a bigger business. Where the whole family just sleeps in here. We're not filming because we're robbed us.
So what does he actually do for a living? I'm gonna see you every week.
You're gonna see me for the rest of your life, and eventually you're actually going to give me $20 or $30 because you realize what I'm saying is right. Just like the last one of these guys.
I don't quite follow what you're talking about.
Well, we used to have people come out and hassle people and then beat those people, and then eventually they would this is wrong. And the day of their retirement, they would come and give me $20 to help feed the homeless. And I suspect once your family lives on the street, you maybe not, but you got a good heart, you probably will do that way.
Problem is, I don't think you know me at
I
all.
don't know you, but we know that, and I know you're not the one that was ordered to get rid of website for people that's on the street.
I have the people on all the posters.
Okie dokie.
If we carry a piece of metal, we are more 10 times more perfect than the Judeo-Christian God was ever referred to be.
So let's make a little bit of a compromise here. We need to show some signs of life. Looks like someone's...
There, he moved.
Okay. We need to uncover yourself in the tent.
You just said to him, let's make a compromise, show some sign of life, and he moved his feet. Wasn't that enough signs of life for you? So are you changing your compromise?
No, that's not part of the compromise. You know, remove yourself from the tent.
That's just a sleeping bag. That's just comfortable.
It's like a damp, and then sleeping tent. I see no warmth out of that.
Oh, it keeps you warm. Believe me, when you're breathing inside, the breath the heat
So
of your
all the-
breath will
so then
keep
when
you
the-
warm.
When the dew cools, that's how hypothermia starts.
Keep it on until the sun starts to dry off. It's just doing now.
What was that?
Back over there. I'll just check for some trash bags, but unfortunately it looks like we handed them all out. Well, there's no trash, so that part's good.
But we can always use extra trash
Yeah,
bags.
you can give us some trash bags.
Unfortunately, I have given all of my supply out,
Yeah. We'll just ask the,
and that is a lot.
we'll ask the head of Parks and Rec to get
I walk around.
have to leave whatever you're doing about 40 miles an hour to get there. You have to move this vehicle. Well, a lot
What
of people,
is it a coincidence that you can't drink or do drugs there, so people don't go?
that might be part of it, yeah. And that's ridiculous. You should have like a place to drink. Do you drink ever?
I think it's called a bar. I think there's quite a few of them.
Well, but also a lot of people, you'd be surprised how many people drink at home.
Well,
And a lot of the people that also do drugs.
Just need off in Albuquerque.
well, if I was a guest at someone else's house, I would ask permission to do it before I just felt entitled to.
Yeah, well, that, you know,
And
it is
if
their
I was
house.
a guest at someone's house and they said no, I would be like, okay, well, thanks for having me.
No, this is their house, so yeah.
Whose house?
They don't have a
This
place
is
to
where they
sleep.
live. They live here.
They live on the street. This is the only place they can drink.
We're getting off topic. You can't drink in public. Where have you ever been?
I understand you can't
I've been
drink in
ma-
public,
most
but
of
when
the,
you're an
the rest of the
alcoholic,
world you can drink in
but
public.
when you're an Keith, when you're an alcoholic, you don't have much choice.
3 cities where you can drink legally anywhere you want.
3?
Yeah.
Paris, London.
You can drink on the streets?
Yeah, absolutely. Haven't you gone in and drink
Yeah.
on the streets in Paris and London and Brussels and Amsterdam?
Well, why have pubs if you can just drink on the sidewalk?
In
Because
Italy,
people like to go into pubs to listen to the music and sing and stuff.
Okay.
and they don't have as
People
many
get-
homeless people as they do in the
Yeah.
U.S.
Anywhere in the world, people drink outside. The only country that even has that law in the whole world is the United States. And you'll probably run into, in your job, you're going to run into a European or something drinking outside on Pacific or something, and you're going to tell them that they can't drink and they're going to be discounted. I've seen that many times where Europeans and Australians are just like, why you can't drink outside? That's really insane. What kind of a law is that? We're the only country with Canada usually outside. Mexico usually outside. You can drink outside in every country that I've been to where you're allowed to drink and drink outside. Even Turkey, which is a Muslim country, you can stand in the middle of the
They pay you to
street
stand
and
around?
drink all you want, even though it's a Muslim country. No one even thinks of it as a
Stand
harm.
around.
You know, it's only the United States that thinks of
I
it.
know.
Yeah, part of the job is to talk to people.
I forgive you.
So yeah, no.
But we're getting off topic here. So the armory is there to
we'll be
The
able-
armory-
house people for the evening.
The
for
armory is
winter.
closed.
And
So
but
when it opens for the winter,
It's not opening for the winter.
So December
Keep it-
1st.
December 1st, the armory is not opening.
no, it's not.
No, the armory is not opening on December 1st.
When will it
They're
open?
gonna. It's not opening this winter. What's opening is some type of warming center.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
I'm
some.
getting contradicting.
Yeah, well,
December 1st is some. Yeah, well, Keith might
Yeah,
not
maybe
be.
not the
He's
technical.
he travels a lot.
Yes, I wasn't here when they were
Okay.
talking about opening the army or something.
So
on-
there will
No.
be winter housing somewhere.
for a small fraction.
But the
of
problem,
population.
want to hear one of the problem, and I don't have all the details of this, but what the problem with the armory, and I'm not sure if it's going to be with this one yet, is that if people, a lot of people that are on the streets, and I'm looking at some of them right now, do have jobs. Okay, a lot of people have jobs but can't afford housing. You have to, if you have a job, you have to be at the armory, you have to be at the pickup location, because if it was the armory or wherever it is, you have to be at pickup location before 5 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So if you have a job that's, 12 to 8, forget it. You can't go to the armory, so you have to sleep outside. If you have a job that's in the morning and you can't get there early enough, you can't sleep at these places because they're way far away, no transportation to get to them.
Come on.
The armory?
is not far away. If they were shipping them to Salinas, that'd be a different story.
Yeah, but you have to walk all the way from there
Here to De La Vega, a lot of people can't even walk.
Barely
They can
walk.
barely walk.
The one friend of ours.
Mark, I need to talk to you when we're done. Cool.
The one friend of ours that lives in our backyard. She can barely walk to Bay Street to the bus.
Right.
Well, then,
And she
is she
ca-
in contact with, what is it, Life
Yeah, she's.
Transit? What is it?
She can.
What's
Yeah,
the
but they
public
don't take.
transportation?
They don't take
They
anyone.
won't take anybody to that.
Oh, actually,
See, MH Can will pick her up and take her to MH
I'm
Can.
just still confused why there's the armory historically, why it doesn't fill up.
oh, I just explained. A lot of people can't get there on time because a lot of people are working.
How
Okay,
many people are homeless?
and a lot of people can't even eat dinner here where they normally eat dinner.
3,000?
Yeah, 3,000.
How many
3,000.
beds are in the armory?
100 to 200.
No, 100, Keith.
100.
Those numbers don't add up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so you
there's
have
a
a
lot
few-
of people that can't even, that don't like, they're hermits, and they don't like sleeping with other people.
Well, that's, you know,
Well, that's what?
we're supposed to give someone their own house because they have social problems.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the normal. That's
it
what
is
they
a good
do.
idea, but realistically,
Realistically, you
every
could.
time someone
yeah.
says realistically, it's like, oh, well, we can't do that under the current system. Well, make it, make it, put
Yeah,
people in
we can
SROs.
build atomic
We can
$3
put
trillion
people
worth of
in
atomic
really
bombs.
small
Yeah,
and
we
house
sure
all
can-
our people.
units.
well,
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with us.
It's-
Yes, it does. It has everything to do with us. When I started feeding people on the streets, there were virtually no people on the streets. There were roughly 100,000 homeless
Yes.
Americans. And that's when Reagan came to power and he started diverting the public housing money and job training and all that. And it used to be that when I was your age, housing was a quarter of your income. That was like standard. You don't find that now. Because after Reagan came, he started diverting all the public funding towards Star Wars and military buildup, and now it's 50 cents of every tax dollar goes
I
to
don't
the
know what to tell
military.
you, because
when Reagan was governor, he closed the mental hospital.
Well, that actually was Kennedy closed.
well,
and then
he was
hospitals-
publicly elected, and we can't change that now.
Kennedy
unless
closed
we,
it.
Well,
Yeah, Kennedy
For
closed.
halfway houses
Reagan,
instead, which are
talked
much
about
more
spending money
humane.
on certain things, right? The
But then
city spent
Reagan didn't go
30
along with the
grand
halfway
on
houses.
police helmets last year. How
Yeah.
many new cops have they hired? How many new rangers have they hired recently?
and
That's a lot.
public safety
That's
is
a
a
lot.
big issue
Right,
for
but,
the town.
real public safety
People
isn't
get
the-
murdered.
Yeah.
How many people have been murdered?
I don't know the number.
Well, let's talk
Well, the
about
cops-
just in the last 2 weeks.
the cops killed
Let's
one
talk
of
about
them.
in the last 2 weeks. The cops killed one, Sean Arlt.
Yeah,
Because he had a rig. You knew
I
Sean.
knew Sean. Did you know Sean? Sean was a friend of mine.
Yeah, and tell us about him.
He's a nice guy, and he had issues.
Right? Enough issues to be
And
killed?
I feel bad for his family.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't you think four cops could have taken down a person with a rake that was up in the air?
That many people use.
Don't you think you could
They
have?
training. I can't speak for them.
Sure.
I don't know the situation.
Do you think you and your 3 mates could have taken down a guy who had a rake in his hand?
I saw the pictures of the rake. And
Do you think if he wasn't swinging it, do you think you could have taken him down? You and
I have
3
a
other
lot of
people?
respect for the Santa Cruz Police Department, and I trust their choices of action. Right, boo boo.
Really? Just
Mark. Yeah. You talk to me over here. Yeah.
Oh, but it's legal everywhere.
I started filming him before and he tried to help him with something.
Oh, can I help you? You're on my front porch.
You stop yelling.
Oh, I'm not yelling.
It's not needed.
It's freedom of speech, First Amendment. I can yell, scream if I want, Ranger! Can you take my freedom of speech away? No.
Vámonos.
Adios.
Have a nice day.
Sayonara. Happy trails, as Roy would say.
Enjoy sleeping in your nice warm bed tonight.
Yeah, I hope your bed's comfortable tonight. Bye, Boo Boo Bear.